I'm the cranking nigga younger that flow. Don't think so, shake mouth and bet dough. Account overdrawn, you less than zero. Shoes, clothes, cars, pros. I'm the flyest young fella you know. Your girl thinks.
All right, now welcome back to the show. Quaz here.
Doug J.
Soopa over in the background. So Soopa threw out this interesting topic because he just got this venom in his blood for this man down on the other side of town. But anyway,
these are not your father's Hoyas, literally.
Let the man say
nepotism in the business. As a parent, and you have a successful business, you know, will you automatically hand down your empire down to the kids? Or is that up for negotiation? At one point, do you see if they ruin it? Do you step in and say, all right, that's enough?
Can't do it. I would say, in my opinion, before Super going his tirade, I would say I want to see if they can run the business. First of all, I mean, you just can't throw a business.
That's a natural reaction.
Yeah, that's a natural reaction. You know what I mean? Just because you're my son. That's just Doug Johnson speaking. But if, you know, he's not capable of doing that, I might put him somewhere where he can still do something within the company. But he's not going to be making the final decision.
I think the assumption is you would think your kids will have that business acumen where they can step right in, run the organization, and keep it profitable if it's profitable, and you hand down a successful lineage of money and power and success.
Okay, that's different. So you handing them money and power for them to live their life. That's one thing. But the business that you started, how would you do that? And if you, in both cases, y'all both have multiple kids. Mm-hmm. Who do you leave it to? Is the oldest one? Is it you see who's most capable?
You leave them pieces like
but one has to be the decision maker.
But I mean, it just depends on how it's set up. You know what I mean? So if I see CJ has no interest in the joint, I'm just leave him some bread. You go do your thing. Now, if Nia does, then that's something different. You know what I mean? But they might not even have no interest. Like that's like saying a PK want to be a pastor,
right?
You know what I mean? Might not be their interest.
And not to get into it, but I mean, in some of our friends' background, they have families with successful business, and the kids don't want any part of it at all.
Any part,
do nothing,
nothing about it. I mean, literally, very multi-millionaires and don't want to do anything with it at all. So,
that's true.
But I can kind of understand that because we, you know, remember we was in college, we had close friends when we came back home that families had successful business here, and we would go out with them and like, you know, I don't want no part of Pop's business at all.
Like you tripping?
None.
Come out where I had Christmas at.
Exactly.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Would you be fearful of what it would do to the family structure? Like if you left one as the decision maker and the other one didn't have as much power, would you be fearful of it breaking your family apart? Like look at the Lakers.
I won't be here.
The Bus family about to go to court. They taking Jenny Bus to court.
Well, if it's written in your will, right, flat out. You don't make this the person that'll be running. They get this amount of percentage. They, you know, the other one get this percentage. It is what it is.
No, but that's okay. That's written. That means what the guidelines have to be.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, would you
for your company though?
Would you think you wouldn't have any inhibitions about doing it, thinking this might split my family up?
Okay. No, because I think at that time you're making the best decision for your family. To be honest with you, that's my stand.
Okay, I don't know. I would think at some point I would step away and just roll over my dough and trip, but. Provide your beef here. Go with your beef. Please get this off your chest.
Okay, so I'm a lifelong Georgetown Hoya fans, and JT3, the third one, John Thompson's son that's running the Georgetown, he has to go. He's awful. I was at the game yesterday, and an alumni was telling me he went to school with Sleepy Foy and all them, and Patrick Ewing. He said the guy's terrible. He has to go, man. He got to go.
So that's nepotism at its highest.
Nepotism at its highest.
Right.
Like
John Thompson Jr. doesn't run Georgetown. He's not the president of Georgetown.
You're right, but I think they have so much respect, and I think they owe so much to the father. For the father, they will not fire the son. They just named a building after the man. They gonna fire his son?
Yes.
Well, that's their problem. They shouldn't name the building after somebody.
So how do you feel about Trump? How do you feel about President Agent Orange? Actually out there putting his kids in all these high positions within the government.
I think, man, he's a astute businessman, point blank. That's what he does, and he's not going to let anybody else touch his money. He trusts his kids. And I think his kids have been up there running the business with him for years now, especially his daughter.
No. I mean, like having them like involved in U.S.
politics. Now, that's different. I mean, it's now he's trying to run the politics like a family business. It's not such. Your children don't know anything about politics. You don't know for real anything about politics at all. So I don't think they need to have anything to do with that at all. Okay. Period.
Do you feel? Let me ask you a question. Do you feel that you got everything off your chest about JT3?
He has to go. That's all I did. I had nothing personal. He got to go.
Watch Brandon gonna comment on
He
this
has to
too.
go.
Oh, God.
He got to go. That
I
man.
agree.
We don't get recruits. The recruits we get, they transfer. Man, they come down. They hold the ball for the whole shot clock. Try to shoot the ball at 2 seconds.
That's what they want to run.
Man, the Ivy League youngers, they hit the game chanting. JT3 has to go.
JT3 has
Hey,
Oh, man.
well, let us know how y'all feel about nepotism. You heard my
Hey, man, them
side.
Georgetown boosters, man, put that ring in, man.
You heard Quad side. You heard Soopa side. Let us know your side.
Young fella, you know your girl think